Yes, friends, the topic is good to great. It's a fantastic topic. Organizations really need to be not only good, but they need to reach and travel towards being great and always maintain themselves as great organizations. For that, let's dive deep into this topic. I'll begin with my views, followed with the views of my colleagues on board, who are visible on the screen. Next slide. So friends, I'm Agnelorajesh. I'm chairman for Global St. Angelo's group of companies which strategically invest only in social media impact projects. I'm a serial entrepreneur with business interest in the sectors of real estate development, education, restaurants, and e-commerce. Next slide. So friends, Jim Collins' guide from good to great has a very nice mention where he says that why some companies make the leap and the others don't. What makes a company good and what makes it great? Let's understand that in a little bit more of detail. Well, friends, what makes a company as good has a certain number of points which I'd like to spell out. A well-conceived plan is important and helpful for being a good company. Being and having a strong and a positive leadership is helpful. Inspiring a positive culture is critically important. Encouraging a healthy work environment is a given to be a good company. You need to also develop social awareness for you, your people, your vendors, your customers, and the organization. You need to be staying relevant and most importantly, providing excellent customer service. So this is what makes your company good or very good. But what does it take to make it great? So there are 5 types of leaders, or rather 5 level 5 leaders. Then there is a concept called the Hedgehog Concept, which I will explain at a later point. And there is a culture of discipline that's critically important to be a great company. And the Flywheel and the Doom Loop that I will also explain later on during this presentation. Next slide. Friends, let me first explain level 5 leadership. Understanding the levels of leadership is very important. All of us as business owners, as entrepreneurs, fall into one of these 5 categories. Let us explore them one by one. So leadership number 1, the first level of leadership is level 1 leader is highly capable and plays an important role in the success of the organization through his own talent, knowledge, skills, and good work habits. That is the level 1 of the leadership for an entrepreneur as well. Let us understand level 2. So friends, a level 2 leader is a contributing team member and is good at working with team members and ensures that the team meets its assigned objectives and fulfills the core purpose. That's what a level 2 leader does. A level 3 leader is a competent manager who is skilled at organizing people and resources towards the effective and efficient pursuit of organizational opportunities and objectives. Level 4, a level 4 leader is an effective leader who sets high-level performance standards. Such a leader motivates people and leads them single-mindedly towards realizing vision for the organization. All growing companies probably have this kind of leadership. And a level 5 leader transforms the organization into a great institution, epitomizing personal humility and fierce professional will. This is what it takes. The level 5 leadership is the most important leadership which takes your company from being good to great. Friends, level 4 leadership is good. Level 5 leadership is fantastic and it's great. So level 4 leaders do not bother much about the greatness of the company once they are gone. So they are making the company great or good till they are there. They're often more bothered about their greatness than their company's greatness. But friends, level 5 leaders are highly ambitious, not only for personal success, but the priority is for the success of the company. They want the company to succeed irrespective of their presence at the helm of affairs or at the leadership position what they enjoy. Jim Collins researched 1,435 companies to understand what makes a company great. Of the 1,435 companies surveyed, only 11 qualified to be called great companies according to the criteria set by the research team. And according to Collins, all the 11 companies had level 5 leaders. That's where we need to understand and introspect on what level of leadership are we playing for our organization. And that gives the classification. And we will also know where we stand and where we would like to reach as entrepreneurs and business leaders leading our own individual independent business enterprises. Next slide. Friends, the hedgehog concept is very interesting. And in his famous essay, The Hedgehog and the Fox, Isaiah Berlin divided the world into hedgehogs and foxes based upon a very ancient Greek parable where he says, the fox knows many things, but the hedgehog knows one big thing. And that's the secret recipe for making a company from good to great. In the journey from being good to great, defining your hedgehog concept is an essential element. To reach at this concept, there are 3 piercing questions we need to ask ourselves about our business. Question number 1, what can we be best in the world at? That is what distinguishes you from the rest of the people in the same sector. Question number 2, what is the economic denominator that best drives our economic engine? So I feel this is a question connected to your purpose also at the same time. And question number 3, what are our core people deeply passionate about? So that leadership team or the management team, we need to understand what is their passion and are those passions guided towards the growth and glory of the organization. So these are the 3 questions as entrepreneurs, as business leaders, as business owners, we need to ask to set our motion in the right direction, growth to the right direction. Next slide. Friends, a culture of discipline is definitely a part to greatness. In Jim Collins' words, a culture of discipline is not a principle of business. It's a principle of greatness. Self-disciplined team members who are accountable don't have to be managed as well. You don't have to monitor them because they're self-inspired. Disciplined thoughts that are constantly in alignment with the company's values and vision of the growth is what they live by. And disciplined actions that don't have to be micromanaged because everybody needs to know, or rather knows, what follows next, what needs to be done tomorrow. They don't need to be guided by leadership every single moment or every single day of their life at the organization. Next slide. Friends, the flywheel and the doom loop is a very interesting concept. Making a flywheel take off needs consistent effort. Consistency and persistence leads to victories. What I love to say all the time. There is no one single push on the wheel that makes it take off. Each little push on the flywheel in the right direction helps to build momentum and leads to breakthrough to success. With level 5 leadership, clear hedgehog concept and the culture of discipline, the flywheel takes off after some time, and then it's only growth, growth and growth and vertical direction in the business that you are operative in. Next slide. So friends, you can reach me on agnelorajesh@me.com and we can take this concept further on an offline mode.